How we doing, new student groups? My name is Tanner McCracken. I am the chairman of the Appropriations Committee for the Student Association Senate, and welcome to applying for a new and unfunded budget through the appropriations request form on my involvement. So this is kind of just give a tutorial of how to successfully submit this form, kind of what I'm looking for. I'm going to show you some examples, and hopefully it's helpful to you. Now, if you're in the right place, you should watch my previous video showing what form applies to what type of group. So if you're in the right place, this is the new and unfunded budget line. This means that you do not have a budget for this semester and you're requesting one, but you are SA recognized. Okay, so you start with some pretty simple stuff. You put the name of your org. We're just going to go with student group X. Put the name of your group president as well as the email of the president, and you also put the treasurer, which I'm also the treasurer of Student Group X. I wear a lot of hats. So just make sure you put the emails there, and also to both of those people, be ready for some email correspondence between myself or other members of the committee, because once you submit a form, that's going to be our main line of communication. So very important that you're both checking your emails once you put it on the form. Okay, so next you want to put your organization's mission statement. Now, this is important to the committee, not because we vote whether we agree or disagree with your mission statement, the content of it. What we do is we want to make sure it advances your mission statement. So the best example I could give, and I always give this example, is you have college Democrats and college Republicans, right? The college Democrats are requesting money, on the committee. Let's say we have some Republicans on the committee. We cannot deny your request just because we disagree with the Democratic platform, okay? But what we can do is make sure that your mission statement of the College Democrats is properly applied to what you're requesting. Here's the example. If you guys are going on a conference to Philadelphia to see a football game, that's not really advancing your mission statement. But if you're going to Washington, D.C. to a Democratic conference, that's a perfect example right there, okay? So this is not obviously to judge your mission statement, but we do need it for the future. So I want something a little like this, probably a little more if you could. So Student Group X's mission is to bring all students together to talk about X and discuss the future of the field of X. We will do this by allowing members to give presentations at our monthly meetings to talk about their experience with X, and our goal is to have the ideas and values of X be more mainstream on the UAlbany campus, one X at a time. Okay, so that's just an example of a mission statement. We also need the semester and the year when your group was first SA recognized. So in my example, this is the previous semester, excuse me, because right now this semester is fall 2020. So let's just assume I was recognized in spring 2020, but it could be farther back. And I will also check this through student activities. Okay, we also need a list of the currently active members of your group. Just upload a file, pretty self-explanatory. And then right here, you're also going to request next, why are you requesting a new and unfunded budget? So this, explain how this benefits your mission group's mission statement. Why do you need this funding? What do you need it for? So in this case, we're going to go with this budget will pay for food at our monthly meetings for this semester. As we come to discuss X, food and drinks would enhance the experience for all of our members attending. This funding would be for food, drinks, plates, napkins, cups, what have you, right? Okay. This is just an example, very simple example. If you could, I'm expecting a little more in this box of exactly, what you're looking to do with this money, but this is perfectly fine given the example. Okay. This is really important, this next part right here. So is this your organization's first semester applying for funds or your second semester in a row applying for funds? So this causes a lot of confusion, and a lot of our new student groups have actually been hurt in the past because of this process, but there is a reason behind it, and I just want to explain it for the sake of, furthering your understanding. So if you have never had a new and unfunded budget before, this is your first time applying, this is your first semester applying, okay? You have to apply for funding and get accepted, and then apply the next immediate semester, okay, and also get accepted and receive that money. And that would be your second semester in a row, Okay, once you do that successfully, that following budget season through the Board of Finance, you can apply for a full-fledged budget. Okay, now if you had a semester of funding in the past, but you never followed it up with a second semester in a row, or you never applied for a budget through the Board of Finance, you get deranked back down to a new and unfunded org that's looking for their first semester. It's not about the amount of semesters, it's about the semesters in a row. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So in my case, let's just say this is my first semester applying for funds. But if I apply for funds, it's approved by the Appropriations Committee and the Student Association Senate, and then it's signed by the president, then I will be applying next semester for my second semester in a row. But for the example, let's do first semester. Now, in these semesterly budgets, the number cannot exceed $400, but I am going to need the total amount requesting. It's rarely exactly $400. It's usually, all your budget added together. So what is the total amount that I'm requesting? Well, we got to open up an Excel spreadsheet and take a look at the budget I have here. So I'll stop sharing right here. Now my face is a lot bigger. How we doing? Let's get rid of that. Let's go to new and unfunded. Okay, so here is an example of a new and unfunded budget given my example. So we have the items and the prices of, let's say, a monthly meeting, right? We need cups, soda, plates, napkins, masks, given the times. Hopefully this example doesn't age well. Hopefully in the future we're a lot safer. But masks, right? And then pizza. Sounds like a good meeting to me. So this is all listed in items. The prices, however, how did I get those? Invoices. Now, this is very important for all of your requests through the Appropriations Committee. You need invoices, or that could be in the place of receipts, sometimes contracts. However, don't ever sign a contract without the SA approving of it. But that's how we get those prices. So let's go back to the Google Chrome browser, okay? And Walmart is a great place to get invoices for these type of supplies and materials. So Walmart, cups, $6.17, soda for a 2-liter, $182. These are some great invoices to use for something as basic as having, a regular meeting. And I also have, masks. I'm gonna have to make that a little smaller to show you the napkins. But something that I should add about these invoices on the Walmart website, be careful using prices that are on sale, because through the week, it's many weeks through this process of appropriations and a purchase request, sale prices are probably not as reliable. By the time you get your money, it probably won't be on sale anymore. So be careful about sale prices. The other thing I wanted to add is Student Association is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization, which means we are tax exempt. So please do not include taxes in your request, okay? Just the price alone, okay? So that's where I was getting those prices on the spreadsheet, but you need to provide these invoices to me. So even if it's not at Walmart, if it's at another place, you got to show me, where you're getting these price estimates at, for your for your budget to be submitted in confidence. By the way, for pizza, you just should pull up any pizza menu. For example, this is Paisan's Pizza. I am not endorsing nor not endorsing Paisan's Pizza. It's a pizza place that's used by many student groups. So for the sake of an example, Paisan's Pizza menu, go to the extra large pie, cheese, $19.29. So that's where I got that price as well, okay? But again, like I said, I need to see all these invoices. So this is probably the most effective method of showing me these invoices. So you want to screenshot your screen. So mine is the print screen button. So I click that button. So now that will copy this page, this invoice. So now I'm going to go over back to my spreadsheet, and I want to hit Control V. Okay, so there she is. There's the invoice. So it just kind of screenshots the whole invoice. and of course I'm on Zoom, so it copies my face as well. Hopefully you're not on Zoom when you're doing this, but it will capture the whole screen. So I'll smile for the next one. But what this does is it kind of matches up the invoice with the price. So cups 617, the committee can see exactly what cups you're referring to. Okay, and you want to do this for the other ones. So I'm going to stop sharing, go to the Google. Sorry for going back and forth so much, and here we are for the Coca-Cola. I'm going to smile this time. There we go, and I hit print screen. And then we're going to go back over to the spreadsheet, Control V. Wonderful. It's a little big at first, make it a little smaller, you know. There I am, smiling, cheesing, and there we go. Just throw that onto the spreadsheet. Now I would do this for every single invoice that's reflected in the budget. Now I personally like, and I've always liked this as a committee member of the Appropriations Committee, I liked all the invoices on a spreadsheet with the budget, but you could also get these invoices as separate files and attach that to the form. So I'll show you that right now. Here we go. So if you go to the My Involvement form, you can attach that on the spreadsheet, or I give you all of these upload file options to put those invoices in. If you run out of spaces for additional price quotes or invoices, then you can always email it to saappropriations@albany.edu. Excuse me, my voice cracked there. Get a little water in me, and we'll carry on. So I didn't do my due diligence, but I expect you to. Every single invoice on this spreadsheet. So I will also I'll get the masks as well. I'll get the masks one over. So you're not seeing this right now, but I'm control printing the masks, coming back over, and there we are. We got the masks. Okay. So now the spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet's infinite, so you can just drag that over and we will review all of these. But there it is again, the masks, $22.99 for 50. Okay, so 50 masks should be good for the whole semester because most people have their own masks, and this is just kind of a backup. But in terms of cups and soda, right? Let's think. Okay, 100 cups, that's probably good for a meeting, but one bottle of soda, I don't think so. Come on, for a club meeting, let's think here. So we got 182 for soda, right? But you know what I want to do? I'm going to probably say every meeting, every meeting will probably get 3 bottles of soda. So there we go. So that should be reflected. So every meeting will have 3 bottles of soda, right? Plates should be good. Napkins should be good. Masks should be good. Pizza though, right? Let's think about pizza. 1 pie of pizza? Probably not. We're probably looking at 3 pies of pizza. Now this is up to you. This is the president and treasurer's job, but I'm just I want to make it a realistic example for you. So there we go. So that's what a monthly meeting would be, expended for. But actually, let's just say masks are for the semester. So we'll actually remove that. Okay. Hopefully I'm not making this too confusing. But anyway, so that was what a monthly meeting would look like. Let's say we have 4 meetings a semester. Okay, we'll do 4 meetings a semester. We're going to sum all those up, multiply it by 4, and boom, there's our budget for this semester. If we're only budgeting for our monthly meetings. Now you do want to take masks. This is the grand total. Take masks. We'll sum that up. Add it up to and there you go. That would be our amount, $280.38. Okay. So what I would do is I'm going to stop sharing. Come over here. I would come up to the form and put that number. So it's back up here. What is the total amount we're requesting? It's 280. Excuse me for not remembering. 280.38. Okay. And boom, that's our total. And then right down below, attach this Excel spreadsheet listing each item and its cost. Boom, done. So I will go back to that. So that is the spreadsheet right there, the Excel spreadsheet that I was just showing. That is the spreadsheet. So you would save that spreadsheet and attach that spreadsheet. Now, if you didn't put the invoices or the price quotes on the spreadsheet, you would attach those, like I said, attach those over. Okay, so that's an example of what a budget, a new and unfunded budget could look like. But let me give you actually another example. So I'll remove all of these and we'll do this. Okay, oh, I didn't mean to leave that there. Okay, so what's another example? So actually, this happened last year, and I thought this was such a cool way to use your new and unfunded budget. So a group came in last year with, it was a chorus group, and they had one request on their budget. It was an electronic keyboard. Now, last year, actually, the maximum was $250 a semester. So this one is, the one in particular I'm showing is $309. So this wouldn't be good. It was something a little cheaper, but now the maximum for student groups this semester is $400. Let's say you're a chorus group and you're looking for a budget of just an electronic keyboard to sing over, right? This is something that you can purchase with a new and unfunded budget. So you would do just the same. You would take a screenshot here. I'll go thumbs up. There we go. You would take a screenshot of the keyboard that you are looking to purchase, okay? You would go over to the Excel spreadsheet. You would Control V that. And there we go. That is a price quote for a keyboard. And there I am, looking a little goofy with that smile and that thumbs up, but there I am. And so that would be, we'll put piano, and the price would be, now it can include tax, which I don't think it does on that price, but you know, again, it cannot include tax, but $309.99, and that is our budget. Let's say that's all we're purchasing, right? That's totally fine. But this is very important to understand. This stuff on the left, food, plates, napkins, that's going to get used and disposed, digested, you know, the whole drill. This piano is property that will not be digested and destroyed, okay? Which means you can purchase this piano with SA funding through your new and unfunded budget. But this is SA property at the end of the day. It's probably in your org's possession, not a problem, but it is at the end of the day SA property. And that is something very important to understand. Okay, so I thought that was another great example to kind of show student groups what else a budget can look for, and be creative. Come to my office hours. Let's talk about what your new and unfunded budget could look like. It could be really, really cool. Okay, so let's just pretend that this is just an example, whatever. This is the one we're still going to go with. So 280.38. Let's go back to our form now. So we're going to go over here, my involvement. So that's reflected. We would attach our Excel spreadsheet. Okay, now price per head. What is the price per head? Okay, price per head is basically the total expenses divided by the amount of members in your group. Now, we will never vote to approve or disapprove based on how popular your group is, meaning how many people are in the group. But we do need to kind of get a sense of what the price per head is, because consider this: every single student, undergraduate student at UAlbany pays a student activity fee of $110 a semester. So if your budget, you know, has a price per head under that amount, that's good. Everyone's getting a bang for their buck under what they pay in fees. But if it's way more, 300, 400, that's a little outrageous considering the amount of people in your group. So it's not about how popular it is, but it is about, you know, the amount of student association monies that your group members are benefiting from, if that makes sense. So let's do the math. Let's go back. I don't mean to drive you crazy going back and forth, big, small, but it's trying to go back and forth between our spreadsheet and our Google. So here we go. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Let's say I got, 25 members in my group. Okay, 25 members in my group. I would take the total price divided by 25 members, and there we go. That's an $11.22 price per head, which is actually a really good price per head. That means every time a student group member comes to a meeting, you're probably going to get around $11.22 worth of food and drinks and masks. So that is a really reasonable price per head. Let's say we were just a group of 10 members strong. Okay, so $28 price per head. So maybe you're getting a little too much pizza considering how many people you have in your group. Or on the other hand, let's say you got 60 members. All right, I think you need to get a little more pizza, okay? If you're catching my drift, okay? So that's a really good gauge for, you know, how you're budgeting. But 25 was actually a perfect amount. And I didn't prepare that amount. That was actually pretty cool. But yeah, so that's an $11.22 price per head. So that means I would go to my, not Excel, my involvement form, and I would indicate that. That's my price per head, okay? Has your group fundraised? With COVID, I haven't seen a lot of fundraising, but if you have, please hit yes, and please let me know, you know, how much you raised and if that number is accounted for in your Excel spreadsheet. But for the sake of simplicity of the example, I'm gonna hit no, and that's $0. All right, you put today's date, and you know, just want to make sure that you have, you know, filled this form out truthfully and to the best of your ability. Okay, and that's very important, you know, in terms of the price per head, the members in the group, whatever the case may be, make sure you're doing this truthfully to the best of your ability. Okay, so you sign that off and you hit next, and it brings you to a closing screen. You submit it, and there you go. You have submitted your new and unfunded request form to the Appropriations Committee. Congratulations. And where do we go from here? So what happens now is I'm the chairman of the Appropriations Committee. I will receive your submission, okay? This submission, I'll process it in an average, you know, about 2 business days. I'll process this, and I'm going to come down with my decision. I'm either going to approve it or deny it. Now, if I deny it, you will get an email explaining why, okay? In a lot of cases, it's, you know, things here and there that can be, you know, actually changed up to be accepted. Some of them are denied just in general and cannot be approved because of simple facts. But those are detailed examples. Let's say I approve it from the get-go. You'll still get an email from the SA Appropriations at Albany.edu account saying, congratulations, you've been accepted, but now you need to come to our appropriations meetings, which happens more times than not on Sunday afternoons, okay? So then you and your e-board, you can bring whoever you want, can come in, and you are now going to be the physical embodiment of your form. You're going to give your sales pitch, talk about, you know, your group, what you're looking to do. You'll be questioned by the committee, and if you are approved or amended, we could amend your request, you're now sent to Senate. And then you go to Senate, and Senate will do the same thing. They'll question you on Wednesday, the Wednesday Senate meetings. They'll question you, debate it, and they'll either pass or deny your request. Then it goes to the president's desk. If the president signs it, boom, there you go. Your bill has been accepted, goes to the comptroller's desk, and your budget will be activated for this current semester. So it's a very long, but it's an exciting process, especially since you're a new and unfunded org. Congratulations. This is the start of many great things. So you just have to do that for 2 semesters in a row, and then you can apply for a full-blown budget. So thank you again for watching this video. I know it was a bit long, but there was a lot to explain in terms of this form. And I've seen for so many years, student groups just so confused, and SA has not reached out its hand to help and clear up confusion. And that's what I want to do as chair of this committee this year. I want to help you. I want to be there for you. And I'm sure this video did not answer all of your questions and confusion. So that's why I'm available for office hours. And you can find that on my involvement. It's Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So you can come through my virtual office. I'm always here to help, or you can email me at saappropriations@albany.edu. Okay, student groups, thank you so much for watching this video, and good luck with your form, and have a great day. Stay safe. Okay, bye-bye.